Hello, Group 1. Welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. Let me introduce you to your main card and start your reading right away. This is what it looks like. It has the number 23. It says Abracadabra with wings and fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. And you see this triangle with the word Abracadabra fitting into it in different phases of the triangle. Sorry. So there's a lot of things coming for you, and I actually think that this is going to be a very deep reading because tarot is coming through in a very honest and open way for you. And the first thing I would like to mention to you about this next chapter is that it's actually not a chapter, but a whole new book filled with empty papers. But all of this is connected to one specific chapter that is to come for you. And there are a lot of details around this chapter. But the thing is that there is one area of your life that is very much in focus in this reading. And when that area of your life starts to be written in this new chapter, it will affect more or less every part of your life. And that is why there is a book for you and not just like empty papers that together make up a chapter for you. And before I get to the rest of your cards, there is another thing I would like to mention about this chapter, and that is that it has always been yours, and you probably had, like for the last maybe 15, 17 years, have been presented with opportunities to start this new chapter, and there are things I see them as being very dramatic and sort of like upheaval type of energies that has made this chapter almost like being like a wind comes in and blows it away out of your life. And that has happened many times. And the thing is that you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. You know what area of your life this chapter is about, because of course, it contains to your deepest wishes and needs. And sometimes you get tired of wishing for it and thinking about it and trying to make it happen, trying to create it, to go from the deepest parts of your heart and step into reality. But the reason why you can never give up on this or stop trying to make this happen is because it is yours. It has always been yours. And because this reading is about what is to come, like next in your time, in your life, in your timeline, this will be a done deal. You know, this time it will be different from the other times, and I'm not quite sure why those papers that you could use to write this new chapter, why they were like they got blown away. But I see this time it's more like it has a heaviness to it, and with heaviness I mean like there is a weight to it, making it unable to leave and to stay. Okay, so now let me get into your decks and shuffling them, get out more cards to see the rest of your message. And I would like to invite you to join me in the shuffling process by either taking out your own deck, get more specific about this general reading so that it becomes a personal one for you. Or you can just stay with me while I shuffle the decks and when I take out the cards. And I will do all of this in silence. Okay, I just saw that you actually also got the Four of Wands underneath your deck, so I want to keep it in the reading. So I don't think you'll be able to see it, but I will, so that I will take it with me in the reading, in your message. And now let's start your reading by looking at the Lenormand cards that you got. You have the Man, signifying you as being the main character of all of this. Like you're really the creator of this. And I know that it sounds like, of course, everyone is, but this book that is to come for you, that is all empty, and you will fill it with everything that will happen and what you want, that will be like a pure creation from you, depending on you, whatever you want, whatever you wish. You will be more than the author of that book. You will be a true creator, and you have actually always been. And I see that being a main factor why some of the papers got away, because you have been disturbed in your process of making this happen. Your focus got disrupted. There's a sense of power surrounding you, because the level of creator that you are is very, very high up, very high level. And that means that you are a master manifester in the true meaning of the word. And this could actually mean also that whatever you focus on come into your reality very quickly. So quickly and so very much that you could misinterpret that as being not stemming from you, not coming from you, but actually like life being unreliable. But that is also just another aspect of how powerful you are as a creator and a manifester in your life. And this has been going on for a long time, like again, 15, 17 years. It's like you were so close to a new life, this new book, one very long time ago, and then you got disrupted and you thought of life as being unreliable, unpredictable. And since then, it's like you've been trying to get back to that position where you were when this new life was about to hit you, to happen. But even then, when that happened, you could have thought that it was life giving you this, that it was life presenting you with this, and not really giving you the props for because you were the main thing why that thing happened. And because life and you is just one thing, but we can still on like different levels experience these two things as being two different things. And I think that is what could have happened when you lost, or what you thought was that you lost the opportunity for this new thing. That you thought life almost gave it to you, and then life took it away. And that has really affected your relationship with life, and also how you interpret things, where you could have lost some of your self-power by simply it's a misunderstanding and a misinterpretation of things for you. You also have the Rider with the number 1. So clearly there's a new beginning coming up for you very strongly, very fast. Also with the 1, it's like a new beginning is ready to come, to enter. And with the pyramid shape centering your reading, you will know this to be true when it comes about the timing that is very soon, because it will happen when you truly feel that you are in your power again in your life, that you are the creator, you're the king in the castle, you know, that type of energy, when you just feel calm and relaxed and ready to take action, but also to like dance again with life, interact again with life, but from a power position, not giving away your power or thinking that life can do something, take away or give you something that didn't start with you. Like you're the first letter and you're the ending letter of all of this. So that is how you know about the timing to be true for you. It is depending on how much you are in your own power. Okay, the next card you have is the 6th house. Mercury in... I always forget the... Virgo. Mercury in Virgo. Caution. Chaos, unorder, and someone with a crown on, you know, the king in the castle type of energy coming through, but still thinking that they're not in control of this part. And they're trying to do their best, but they're also clouded with clouds. Their mind is clouded with confusion and uncertainty. And like, you know, this situation, when it got away, it could really have affected you in such a way that you truly felt powerless. And that is a true experience. And I'm very sorry about that, because there's a great sorrow attached to this specific event. The next card you have is the 7th house, Jupiter in Libra with negotiation. You know, the power she is in is so completely different from the power this character is in, because this character is much more aligned with everything going on outside of her and far away from her, like the moon and the sun. And she still knows that she's connected to everything. So with Jupiter being what is reigning this card, she knows that by her being part of this great thing and being one with it all, that is where expansion will happen. So she is actually much more certain of where she is and what is going on, that she doesn't even need to interpret things. It's almost like she doesn't need to understand things. The only thing she needs is to experience what is going on. And you have the 8th house. Oh, I love that you have 6, 7, 8. You know what? You could have started a huge transformation in your life, leading you much more towards getting rid of some luggage and baggage that you were just like knowing that this is standing in your way. And this could have started, let me see, 2002, continued 2022, and then continue to 2023. And it's like reaching its culmination with extremism this year. You have Mercury in Scorpio, extremism. Okay, so let's take a look at your witch and the object, a witchery object. So the witchery object is spider with focus, planning, digesting. You truly are a master manifester. You're creating every part of this web all of the time. And I think that sometimes when you tap into your power, it can like baffle you or scare you or like put you off guard, because you're like, where did that come from? And that is like such a true part of who you are, what you tapped into. And that is part of the process that started around 2022 for you. That tapping into this powerful power that is inside of you, where you're really like understanding, digesting how you are a creator and the power that gives you. And you have Sappho. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. You can look at it. With love, the beloved desire taking flight. So the focus here is on taking flight together with the rider. And with love, oh yeah. You know, that is another way of seeing the difference between these two, because even though we're speaking about your power, we're not speaking about control, but actually more of a love to life that is so deep, because when you understand who you are and how truly powerful you are, you will see that exact same characteristics in life. And that is how you will get to know life all over again. And when you do that, you will truly see that, you know, you're playing a part in the big play, but really everything is just one big thing. You know, it's many drops of the same ocean. Let's say that. And that will stem from a deep love that will start with a deep love to yourself. When you hit that insight, that is when you will start to come into your true power as a creator and manifester. Let's take a look at your tea leaves. I want to start off with this one, and we have success. Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So we have success twice. Success stemming from a long path, a lot of experience, mainly about yourself, but you will be able to see those experiences all of the time in your outer world, how that reflects back to you. Your own experiences are being reflected back to you. Coins, money will be coming to you. Another way of understanding this is actually abundance, because when you're here in Jupiter and Libra, being in the center of it all, having everything like in your orbit, circulating your orbit because of, you know, the magnetic field that you're emanating from you. What you will also truly understand when you understand that you are this powerful creator, it is that you are also abundance. So everything that will start like these heavenly bodies that will start to circulate around you, that is another way of saying that everything that you want will become part of an orbit that orbits you, that is around you, circulating you, focusing on you, you being like the core that they just want to come closer to. Happiness. And also freedom. Personal freedom. That is truly part of like the initial phase of this main chapter that will end up in a whole new book. That is an initial phase of it. That is freedom. Older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. This is just speaking about how long this has been going on. That you could have explored this specific chapter and experienced some parts of it becoming true before you lost it. That this could have happened such a long time ago. You also have younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. It's like going back in time and having a do-over. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. I'm just gonna push them. I never know how many tea leaves I get, so I have to just make sure that everyone fits so that you can see them. Okay. And you have a month of April. So this is now. This is now. It's a timing that is speaking about now. So whenever you're watching this, you can just take the timing as being now, right here, right now. But also, like, oh my God, are things happening in April with the eclipses and everything that surrounds that? So you might actually in April or leading up to April experiencing a lot of like deaths. Not in a literal sense, but inside of you, like things just leaving to never come back, cleansing, purging. And like, you know, the true result of having this chapter opening for you before this book comes, like the true result of that will be experienced by you like right now or very, very, very soon. Like we're speaking about days. And you have purse. Pay attention to your finances. You know, another way to interpret this is during the month of April, because of all of the things that are happening on an energetic level, you know, outside of us, like in the heavenly bodies, that are very much like getting into our space. Pay attention to your energies that you're putting out, because really the amount of creator you are deserves some heavy respect. That is not to be played with. So pay attention to your energies during this month, because it's like it will happen now, it will happen rapidly, it will happen in a big way. Like the book will come and it will be a completely empty book, like a new life. So it is up to you now to be very certain of the energies you want to put into this book. Okay, so the first tarot card you have is one that popped out, and that is the Page of Wands. You know, I think you're more than ready for this. I think you have so much that you want to create. So because you've really understood since 2022 the power you have as a creator, and you've come to respect that. And you're going places also, you know, with the rider, with the, I was about to say devils, dragons. You're going places with this. This is taking you far. And more specifically, it is taking you far away from your past. From your past experiences being you, from your past experiences of how you interpreted what life did when it came into your space. So, you know, April can actually be quite a triggering month for you, a triggering phase of your life, because when like heavenly bodies and things that are outside of our control and all of that, you know, start to like really on a very personal level come into our space, because of what you've gone through, that might be triggering. That might be you like just wanting to flip it off, like just go, don't come near me, like this is too much. But during this time, there will be a thought like, at the back of your head all along saying, but I am the creator. Let me take a look at this, because there's something I can do with this that will benefit me. The next card you have is the Hanged Man. The Chariot. You know, the three energies coming through with these cards, they're talking about an enlightened phase of your life that will get you in the right direction of knowing what to do because you're in your power, not by control, but by love. Knowing what direction to go, and oh my God, do you have the capacity of going there? The King of Swords. You know, you're going to meet the first phase of this chapter, what I was talking about. That will be freedom in some aspect in your life. By that freedom, entering, coming in, having a part, finally, there is like clarity of seeing the next step. There is something that will leave your life or die away, which will result in a major experience of freedom. The Ten of Wands. You're truly like in the last days, last minutes, last phase of just going back home to a much easier experience of life and of yourself. You have the Page of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. Again, freedom of individuality also. Freedom of individuality, of being who you are in this physical realm. So while you might have been very, like, felt imprisoned in some way or restricted, inhibited, is because there are parts of yourself that you haven't been allowed to, or have not allowed yourself to truly be, experience, express. And that is part of the freedom that you will start to experience more or less right away, that will put you in a much more individual and self-sufficient place in your life. The Queen of Cups. You know, you will be maturing very quickly. You will go from like being having something that you experience as a new experience, and then just a couple of days later you will have mastered that, and you will be like, oh, like if that happens again, I know exactly what to do. I know exactly how to deal with that. So that thing barely even have like the time or energy or purpose to revisit you again. And the last card you have is the Hierophant. Being in true connection to, you know, just the core of everything. There's a lot of experiences that you've gathered since this first thing happened like 17, 15 years ago. Everything that has happened since then has been like a question mark for you, where you're not quite sure where to put these. Like what should I do with this? Like, what label should I put this? Like, is this something I should listen to, or is this something I should grow out of? Is this something I should tap into, or is this something like I should just ignore until it just leaves by itself? There's a lot of experiences that you've gathered during this long time, this long period, and you will know, like, everything will come to light, and all the pieces will fall into place, where you will just see it. Yeah, the King of Swords. Where you will just see it, and look how the eagle is looking at the Hierophant, and understand it, know what to do with it, and experiencing, benefiting from all of that too. Getting to a higher level in your life where you are like untouched, unbothered, also with the Ten of Wands and the Page of Cups, unbothered by some things that really could have bothered you in a major way before. But because you will experience freedom as a first phase of this thing, that is part of the whole Hierophant, unbothered, knowing, deep knowing, direct connection to true knowledge and true information about you, about your past, and what to do with that so you go in the right direction. Because truly the Chariot here is representing the whole new book that is for you to write whatever you want to write in it. You know you can do that because for the last 3 years you've really experienced and explored yourself as a creator and gotten to know your true power and how powerful you are. And it's happening now, right away. So the advice for you is to pay attention to your energies during April, because you will sense that a lot of energies are coming very, very close to you. Tap into that, stay centered and calm, and you will start to move outside of those energies with a Chariot, okay? And one way to stay truly grounded is to just tap into and get safe inside of you, and that part of you that has to do with just knowing that you are abundant and you are abundance. So that was just some last advice for you. And please remember, you got success twice. This will end up like a true success story for you. I'm so happy for you. So I really wish you the best and truly, truly good luck in this phase, because it is a big one for you. Thank you for spending some time with me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Welcome Group 2 to MH Tarot and to your reading. I am so glad to have you here. Let's get into your message immediately, and I want to introduce you to the main card you chose. It is Philosopher's Stone, card number 22, and it says powerful manifestation of wishes and goals. And the first message for you is Big Bang. It's nothing, and then there is something, and that something is so big that it will be everything. Like there's nothing, there's something, and then there is everything. It's like creating something big out of nothing. Like there was nothing there to even find like to do the groundwork or the foundation or anything, and still something big was built out of nothing. That's the Big Bang. You know, everything came from nothing. Like, I love this for you. I love these energies. I'm getting 2 subgroups in this group, and I just want to say, if I mention now a specific thing and that's not what your intuition is telling you that I'm talking about, then go with your intuition, okay? These are just 2 specific things that I'm getting, so I want to tell you about them. One group, it has to do with how you're feeling about yourself and the life you're living. And there's a shift from darkness, from not feeling good, to just put it simple, just simply not feeling good inside of you. And it can be your emotional state and your mental state. And then going from that dark life to a life that is very bright, very sunny, very warm. And I see it being quite rapid, that shift. Okay, so that is one aspect of going from nothing to everything. Maybe, that type of nothing was everything you were taught. And then when the sun comes into your life, you're like, oh my God, no one told me that there is a sun, And then you will be like living this new life, and you're like, I don't even know how to do this, but I'm gonna go with it because it feels great. Another subgroup, it has to do with creativity, and a certain type of creativity that maybe like when you were younger and a child and a youth, that maybe you suspected you had a gift, or you were curious about something inside of you that was very like attractive to you, but maybe you didn't explore it enough to start to express it. And then you did as a grown-up. That's the type of thing, like from nothing to something. And I'm speaking about like a creative project, a creative dream, a creative manifestation, something you create that stems from like a very unique and authentic place inside of you. That thing will take your life in a new direction. Okay, I'm gonna continue on with your message by shuffling all of these decks, and I would like to invite you to stay with me in the shuffling process. Maybe even take out your own decks and shuffle them when I shuffle these, and take out your own cards. That is a great way to do this general reading into a personal one. And another way is to just stay with me in the shuffling process, breathe, set an intention, connect with yourself, and I will shuffle the cards in silence. Okay, so let's start off your reading with the Lenormand cards, just to get like an energy check of the underlying energies. So you have card number 6 with clouds, and card number 11 with whip. You know, before I start talking, I want to actually have a look at these two. So the literary witch you have is Emily Dickinson with the soul, spiritual life, the inner world, the unknown. And you also have teacup, ease, rest, small mind. Ooh, okay, so there's a lot of sorrow and heartache in this group when it comes to like the direction your life has taken, or the things that are part of your life that you're like, and I didn't expect these things to be part of my life. Maybe it's like a working environment, maybe it is a health issue of any kind, and like this is on a very deep level how these things have affected you, but there is still a focus that you have on the light. And believe me when I say that that focus is your savior. That focus is what will be the thing that initiates a new creation. You know how Big Bang was initiated. It is that focus that you manage to have, like through the clouds and everything that the whip is symbolizing. Also with Emily Dickinson and teacup, because there is a sensitivity to you on a soul level that is out of this world, how beautiful it is. It is that thing, if you focus on that, that is the light. Your sensitivity is the light to grab onto, that will be like a rocket that you grab onto, that will take you someplace else than where you are now. Okay. The astrological cards you have. The first one is, oh my God, the 9th house. How can words, like the simplest words, be so difficult? The 9th house, we have Saturn in Sagittarius with fulfillment. And according to the guidebook, this is the talisman for winning a lottery. And we also see this figure here having like a lot of luck in many ways, because he has a money bag that belongs to him. He has made an order of things that are coming to him that he's waiting for. He has the talisman of, with Jupiter here, of just being lucky. Having that actually be his reality. So we're starting to see the shift, right? We have a certain energy up here that is quite dark and heavy, but in that heaviness there was this beautiful sensitivity of light that is truly part of you. And now we're getting into this shift, because I truly saw, darkness, then there's a border, and then there is like so much light that I could feel the warmth on my skin. We also have the 10th house Mercury in Capricorn with organization, harvesting things coming in. And you see also with Capricorn, but you see all of these things are actually part of our physical reality that pertains our most basic needs. Okay, so these two energies here together are so beautiful because it tells me that you will be taken care of in such a beautiful way that you will have all of your physical needs met and then some. You will have, because of all of the auspicious symbolism going on in the 9th house with Saturn in Sagittarius, Sagittarius also being a very, Sagittarius is also connected to Jupiter, but it's like the explorer archetype that just knows that everything will work out well for me, you know? So that is giving a much broader picture to the 10th house, that this is speaking about like your basic needs, your security, your money. We have money back there also. But with the Jupiter energies coming in together with Saturn and Mercury, then we have more aspects of reality, of things coming into you, you harvesting more than just the physical needs. There is so much that you can save up and have for whenever you want to have it. You know, that type of, I feel like luxurious energy of, you know, like when you were a kid and someone gave you candy, you just ate it all up because you didn't know when the next time would be when you got candy. Like it's the opposite that I'm seeing here. That when you get money, you're like, I don't have to spend it all. Like it can be, or it can spend some time with me. It can hang out with me. I don't have to do anything with it. Like it can be here. And it's the same, like if you get a lot of something, you will be so secure in the giving of it to you into your life that you can just let it be for a while. You also have the 1st house with the moon in Aries and protection. Okay, and underneath the whip. You know, you have truly, and I think like maybe some of you will be like not buying it, because I really feel that so many of you have gone through very, very difficult things, and still what is coming up is that you might have sensed or like felt that the things that happened to you were like a punishment, or that you were cursed or something like that. And with the protection and Aries coming through is that you will experience how your perception of a curse will change into a blessing. And that is part of the creating something that is part of this new chapter for you. So you're creating something. And one of the many results that will come from that will be how you see and experience how a curse turns into a blessing. And also that you have been protected in a very motherly way. But because of the moon, it wouldn't surprise me if some of those times that you didn't see it or experience it, but that type of protection could have been going on a very like deep level for you, so that those things that happened wouldn't stay with you for the rest of your life, or wouldn't like stick its energy onto you for too long. That with the right type of work, you can get rid of those energies. Okay, let's take a look at your tea leaves. You have bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Yeah, so bread is speaking about the most basic needs that we have that for you will be met in prosperity and abundance. We also have V with victory and in some endeavor. So you know, this bread type of energy could be coming in because of a victory in when it comes to a project or a job situation that will work out great for you. I see that for some of you it will be a switching of position, switching workplace that will benefit you in a material way very, very much, or that this is maybe something you should look into. And if you do, there is a lot for you to benefit from doing that move. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Underneath Sagittarius, also fire. Okay. Star, guaranteed success. Okay. How many more do I have? Maybe just push them up a little bit so I can fit all of the cards. Okay, you got 3 months. That is so exciting. We have June, the beginning of the summer or winter. Or whenever you're watching this, it can be about 2 to 3 months from when you're watching this. We also have February, that is summer or winter. Love. Yoke. Feeling tied down or frustrated. And to be honest, for most of you, I feel like this is just how life has been for you. Just heavy on your shoulders. The third month is August. Okay. And the third card is Ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Okay, so we have a lot of success when it comes to the material reality, when it comes to job, projects, also social media or like YouTube channel. Something where you show yourself or show your unique gift, that you maybe like you're exploring it for the first time in a new way, or showing it to others for the first time in a new way. That could also be a thing. But you know, with organization coming through, and it is right next to June. And February next to it also, yeah. Okay, so in February, or it will be like 2 to 3 months before you watch this video, something happened. You stepped up to something. You put your foot down, you refused something. You were like, enough is enough. You know, it could have been to yourself, to a boss, to a person, to life itself. It could have been to your mind. Something happened that just like, it just burst out of you. Like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want it to be like this anymore. And it could have been around specifically the month of February, or around that period, like summer or winter, wherever you're living. But the thing is that in June, or 2 to 3 months from when you're watching this video, you will start to see things shaping up. It's like the initial phase after the Big Bang, which makes me believe that the Big Bang started for you in February or around that period of this year. And then later on, in August, there is a commitment or a promise that will be made to you. For many, this is like an official contract that will really lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. So I see that many of you, you also have like other people depending on you or needing you in some way, either financially or time-wise. I see you being very important you're almost like a pillar for many people. I don't know what that has to do with this. There's something about that aspect of you that you will pick up on and turn into something. So even if it's like a burden, you will pick up on it, do something with it that benefits you. You know how you will go from like experiencing something as a curse and then turn it into a blessing, and that will be very much your creation. But things are coming your way that will respond to that quality inside of you of being very authentic and unique, of how you've dealt with life. The star is also light, you know, fire is light. That light that you have inside of you, that that you are focused on and that you have been focused on for a long time. Things are being attracted to you because of this that will end up in some like reliable commitment or contract or promise around what is it, like 5-6 months from now. So Big Bang started about 2 to 3 months from now. And then 2 to 3 months from now is when you will start to see like the initial phase of Big Bang, that things starting to line up for you. You will start to see how this light inside of you and the way that you can change reality, like, you know, you going from like, okay, that was a curse, I'm gonna turn it into a blessing, has nothing to do with you denying reality about that curse. It is you just simply creating, owning the narrative around that, creating what it is that you want. And that has to do with like February, something where you were like, enough is enough, I don't want this anymore. You put your foot down. And that is also part of your star quality, you know, that you listen to yourself when something crossed the line. And that could have been life, you know, where you were like not accepting anymore of things being like small that comes into you, into your life. This is a group that is very soulful, like, and of course, because there's a great sensitivity to you also. Okay, let's get into your tarot cards. Oh my God, I've been doing this reading for 26 minutes and I promise you it only feels like 5. Okay, Ace of Wands. More fire. More fire. I love this for you. Okay. The Lovers. No, things are catching up to you, being attracted to you for life. That is the type of reliable energy that is coming in around August. And it will be matching you. It will suit you very well. You also have the Ace of Pentacles. So you see, it's more than just one thing. Like we saw the physical reality coming in with blessings, but more than just one blessing, more than just one area of life. And here we have that too. 2 very strong areas in your life will have their needs met and overflowed. 10 of Cups, yeah. You really deserve it, you know. But also the Ten of Cups is coming underneath June. So that is like when you start to see the initial phase of Big Bang that started about like 2-3 months ago, you will just know that that is what is for you. That is what has always been for you. And Ten of Cups, like, look, it will be your life from now on. It is there to stay, with these birds mating forever. 2 foundations, it is there to stay. You know, because these two, they also have a connection that is to each other. A connection, a commitment. You have the ring. Yeah, okay, next card. 7 of Swords in the middle of your reading. You know, whatever it was that you had to do to get out of some situations, to make sure that you would be okay, to make sure that even if things were very dark around you and not okay, not acceptable, maybe you had to do some things that were not like a true reflection of who you are, but in that situation, it was necessary. That was you being kind of street smart about it. And the message for you is to please don't judge yourself for that. That was an intelligent part of you stepping in, stepping out, taking you out of it. You didn't lose your light because of that. Okay, your light will still play a huge part in your life right now, and what is to come for you, what will, the things that what it will respond to in you is your light. Okay, the next card the next part of your chapter is the 6 of Pentacles. So I was seeing you being a pillar, that being a structure that you have, a role that you have, and that will be evened out in a way also underneath the yoke. Like you will be freed from the aspects of it that you're tired of. There might be some aspects of that relationship that you actually enjoy and like, and you will keep that. And the other aspects of it that is quite burdensome for you will be evened out. The 3 of Swords. The 6 of Cups. And the 8 of Swords. Yeah, you will be free. You will be set free. I hope you can see all of your cards. Okay. Okay, so life has been quite unpredictable, unreliable, behaved in like shady way towards you, how you've experienced it. And we've talked about you experiencing almost being cursed. Around like 5 to 6 months from now, there are things that are coming into your life that are being attracted into your life because of the light and the sensitivity that you have that is just part of your soul. When that happens, just prepare and expect like a purging to happen from the past. That might be like a last time you look at some things that has been very painful for you on your life path. Could be in childhood, could also be, you know, heartache, heartbreak as a grown-up, as a youth, of course, also. But you will be liberated from that and from the consequences of having experienced that. So there is something, it's like in August or 5 to 6 months from now, the things that will have come into your life will make you feel so safe that you can like break down one last time and still being taken care of and seen and loved, and have it so stable around you that even if you break down one last time, you have everything that you need to just get back up, dust it off, and start to live this new chapter that is coming in that is lighter. The burdens that you have experienced will be lifted off your shoulders. The consequences of some very difficult and dark chapters of your life will be part of your past. There's a shift, there's a border. And after August, after this last purging, last crumbling down, because you do that, because you know that you're safe enough to be able to do that, you will also be able to leave it behind and just step into like even more your star quality of whatever this is that you're doing, creating, creative project. Because for some of you, this has to do with a contract. That when you finally get this contract, or maybe like a signing or a yes, an acknowledgement, something like that, that will just start a reaction inside of you of finally being where you've wanted to be for so long. And when that becomes your reality, as we've seen, it's more than just one aspect of your life that will be affected. You'll be able to have like just one last good cry about the past, to really just mourn it and then to leave it in the past, because it will not be part of your present, however you say that. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. But it has been like step by step for you, and that is really for you that this is happening. Like started 2 to 3 months ago, and then it will happen like a little bit at the time. And that is really respecting your sensitivity, to keep that intact so that your sensitivity doesn't feel like invaded, because that could be also part of the yoke thing of being a pillar, that you can also be invaded, and life doesn't want to respond to that in that way. Life wants to respond much more from like this ring type of energy and this bread type of energy, like making sure that you're stable, that you have all of your needs met and some. When that happens, you can just restart and move on. Okay, group 2, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending time with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, group 3. Welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. Let me introduce you to your main card, the one you chose. It says on target. It has the number 31, and it says you're following your ideal life path. So I'm getting like hold on, because it's gonna go fast. The next chapter of your life will go very fast. A lot of things, like up and down, left and right, all of the way, every day. It's a lot of energy that are very happy to enter, to be part of you. But a lot of energy is pointing at you. Like when it says on target, it's like you're this target and life is the arrow just pointing at you, coming so quickly to hit you just like right in the heart. Okay, so that's exciting. That's exciting. Am I picking up on something else here? There's something about 31 being, because not every month has 31 days, but that is a timing about a month that has 31 days. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna get into your decks and shuffle them, and I would like to invite you to stay with me in the shuffling process. If you want to, you can take out your own decks, shuffle them, take out your own cards, and see how they complete the cards that I take out. Or you can just stay with me in silence when I shuffle the cards in silence and set an intention for this reading. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm back. Let's do this. You know, I was getting, when I was shuffling your decks, I just want to mention it, that, like, you've done such a good job with yourself, with your life, that you've come a long way, and you're not quite able to see it or to pat yourself on the back for it, because you're not where you want to be quite yet. It almost like you're missing how far you've actually come. You're missing how well you're doing life. And you are right, like, these things that you know are for you are yours. But, like, just don't miss out on your path and every little thing that you're doing that is benefiting you right now, that you're growing, even if it's just like 1% every day. Like, imagine how much that is after a year, because you've changed, you've done a great job with yourself, with your life, and you are going places very fast, apparently. Okay, let's take a look at the underlying energies with the Lenormand cards. We have number 5 with tree. Okay. And number 10 with Scythe. Oh, it's like this tree is being cut off. Is there like a big move, big transition, big transformation, like divorce, switching, like something big? You're up to something big, pile 3, group 3. I don't know why I keep saying pile. There's no pile. You didn't pick a pile. There's something. You're up to something. And life has its eye on you. And life is like, I got you. Let's do this. Let's go. Like, that's the type of energy. Like, even if you would cut down the tree, it's like you will get 10 new trees, because we have like a double from 5 to 10 by ending something, taking something out. Something will expand so much. Like, is 31 a month that you already know, like a big shift is happening, a big move is happening, or something like that? Whatever it is, this is great expansion for you. And it really looks like something will be cut and just like cleansed out of your life. And because of that, great expansion can happen. It really looks like life is with you on this. Okay, let's continue. Your astrological cards, you have the 9th house, Mars in Sagittarius with domination. Okay. Are you going against like a tradition or people's expectations, or maybe your own expectations, or who you thought you would be, or what you thought you would do or work with? There's something about expectations and you going against that and really like forcing yourself to go against that. Oof, a lot of like self-discipline and self-control, and you being so centered and the boss of your life. Great. Okay. 3rd house, Jupiter in Gemini, bluff. So we have tradition and we have bluff. There's something you're calling out. There's something you're like, I don't buy this. What is this? It's not for me. So bye. I'm cutting it out of my life. You have the 12th house, something ending. Mercury in Pisces with inspiration. And look at you just dancing out of that old house. Like, bye. Like, And the moon being like, yeah, I got you. Just do it. I will shine my light on you in the darkest hour. Just go dance. Dance while you're going. Interesting and exciting. You know, if it doesn't resonate with you, this cutting something out, like this dramatic shift, this dramatic exit of something in your life, this could simply just be speaking about like a shift that will happen so fast that it's like taking the scythe and just, swishing it. That's how swift it will be, how quick it will be. But this could be something unexpected also, with life having you as a target, like looking at you and being like, I know what to do with you, just come with me. But yeah, 12th house in the middle, like an ending of a cycle. Okay, so the one will be a literary witch and one will be a witchery object or tool. So the tool is lantern with guidance, instinct, trust. Life can be cooking this up for you. If you're like, I don't know what this is, I don't maybe I know, but I'm not sure. Like things like it could be that you know exactly what I'm talking about, but it could also be like life already being like a little bit ahead of you and just asking you to come with it. Like there is a new chapter for you. This is for you. You might have to almost force yourself to trust life, to go with us, to know that this is the best thing for you, because no matter what will be the result of this will be more authentic to you, more true to you than the things that you're leaving behind. And the author is Zora Neale Hurston with Story. Look at all these things haunting her, and here we have like a soul of a dead thing with a skull. Your story, the stories of others listening. You might be going through huge things right now, things dying out of your life, and that is not easy. But I still feel like you can handle it, like you're up for it. You just want to understand what it is that will come from it. It's almost like you want to know, like, are things leaving because of me, because I did something wrong? Or are things leaving or dying out, like symbolically, because I did something right, you know? Yeah, you did something right. You know, you're moving into something much more authentic and true to you. And when that happens, usually things leave that no longer can be part of this true version of your life. But you're being guided, you know, I think like if you would listen, I think you would know instinctively what it is that will happen for you on a month that has 31 days. Okay, let's get into your tea leaves. We have grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling, but also a huge hop from one place to the other in like a millisecond, right? V, victory in some endeavor. But it requires some strength, you know, it requires doing it, jumping, taking a leap of faith. Shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. You know, it could be something affecting you negatively, and maybe you're negotiating with yourself to keep this thing that affects you negatively, because maybe you're like, if I just give it more time, the situation will mature. Maybe it is because of me that it is like this, because this reflects back to me who I am, or something like that. You know, there might be a thing about this thing that is leaving your life that you might be almost like, I'm getting like forcing yourself to have, to keep. But it is like the process of having this thing out of your life has already started. Chain of events that will affect your life. Yeah, you know, chain of events, and then we have like a globe. It's big. That's what it's talking about. It's big. Happiness in the middle of your reading, centering your reading. You know, life having you as a target and like, I'm coming for you, let's do this. And then you like dancing away from the things that are not for you anymore. And then we have happiness, being so aligned. Yeah. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Yeah, maybe it's not easy for you to go through this chain of events that will come, that will happen, that will get you out of things that might be like breaking your own expectations about something. Quill, get back to the basics. We have a month, February. Okay. So from when I'm recording this is the past. This is the past. Wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly in the past, just rambling, aimless, like a wheel just going down a hill. But there's movement also. It's like February is blowing some air on the, because it looks like a leaf and it will just fly away. You know, I think this has already started for you, of things being like aimless and having no purpose in your life anymore, not benefiting your life anymore. Life has already started the process of getting them or getting it out of your life. And you might maybe be a bit like holding on to it, maybe negotiating with yourself too much. But if you would listen to your story, or to the story life is trying to tell you about why this thing has to end, you will truly feel guided. And knowing that what is happening now has a greater purpose. Fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So yeah, it could be a person, you know, it could be a boss, it could be a relationship, a friend, maybe someone like close to you that you have to redefine something with. Maybe that person is stubborn and refusing to let go, right? That could also be it. And we have career. Chain of events, career, grasshopper. We have grasshopper, career, success, victory. I have no idea if it's just like specific or general. Take it as it resonates, but there is something very specific coming in, because with career, it's like it's something specific. You know, it's something in the physical reality that will be part of this great shift. It's like, okay, this is what it is. Something will leave, be cut out, and just not be part of your life anymore. Very soon, something else will take its place. And that is part of this process where the life started maybe 2 to 3 months from now, or maybe like during the last season, because we just entered the spring season or the fall season. But during the last season, things have been like reshaping, moving around in your space to make space for something like for this desk to be able to move into your place, into your space. It could be like a renewal of a relationship also. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. We have the Lover, so yeah, it could be a person. It could be. The Two of Swords. King of Cups. So yeah, okay. You know, if it's not a romantic relationship, like it's still like something you will really, really love. Like you will feel like you're in love with this thing that comes in. If it's literally a new career or a new job, some kind of job opportunity, new position, you will still experience this as being in love. It's like you will have this, you know, looking at life through a lens of just love and infatuation. That is how you will experience life, love, yeah. You will experience life as love. And you have the Empress. Feeling taken care of. Having your needs met and experiencing abundance. Because when you're in this state of just being in love with life, oh my God, will life reciprocate that, by just like, oh, that this is what you want, this is what you get. The Ten of Swords. Yeah. The ending has already started. The ending is like you're already like here in the valley, experiencing your own personal strength because you want to succeed, you want to have a great life, you want this new chapter to happen, and the ending of the old chapter has already begun. It's like in the last season, I would say. That's what the cards are showing anyways. Things started to blow, like new wind coming in to take things with it out of your life. The Three of Wands. Queen of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Swords and Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Wands as your last card. Okay, I'll just move them a little bit. Okay, like this. Didn't help that much, but I think you can see it. It's the Ten of Wands. Okay, what is that? Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. There's like a breakthrough moment for you that will take you places. Because I also saw a globe, like there's something big, like you're going places, you're going somewhere big. Abundance, we have being in love with life, we have breakthrough for you. And you're already in the midst of it, like of just having these things dying and being removed, and you stepping into a much more authentic and true version of yourself and of life. And something is taking this tree's place. There's something specific. Something is moving into your space as soon as this thing leaves. I don't know what that is, but I'm getting that you will know very soon with this breakthrough. You will get like a clue or a hint, something that will tell you, because clearly I'm not supposed to tell you. That bugs me. But yeah, let's go with that. There is, and it's on its way. A breakthrough is on its way to you. Very close. Maybe like 3rd of April or something like that. We have 2 3s. Yeah, like I'm still getting like the same month that you're seeing this is where you will get this breakthrough, this aha moment of realizing what this thing is that will enter your life and take up the space of this thing that was not for you and that left. That's great to just feel like, to not be maybe in an empty space or feeling that emptiness for too long. Like, it can be beneficial sometimes, but I think for you the most beneficial thing is clearly for this thing to come, to enter, and to take its place in your space, and to do it quite soon after this thing. It's like a reassurance for you, like when this thing ends and goes, it's like life wants to reassure you that things are happening just the way they're supposed to happen. And a way for life to reassure you of that is by very quickly showing you what this is that will take its place. Okay, group 3, I will end your reading here. I hope it was helpful. I really, like, you have so much to look forward to in this year. That makes me glad for you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye.